What will America look like in 50 years? Not just the skylines and the tech, but the people, the art, the food, the very soul of the nation. It's a huge question, and the answers are unfolding right now, all around US. Let's take a journey into the future of American culture, visualized. First, let's talk about demographics. The bedrock of any cultural shift. Projections show that by the mid-21st century, the US will be a minority-majority nation. This isn't about one group replacing another. It's about a beautiful, complex fusion. Imagine walking down a street in a mid-sized city in 2050. The signs are in English, Spanish, maybe Mandarin. The smells wafting from restaurants are a mix of Oaxacan mole, Korean barbecue, and classic American burgers, maybe even all on the same menu. This demographic shift will radically reshape our cultural landscape. Think about music. We're already seeing the rise of artists who effortlessly blend genres hip-hop with country, Latin pop with R&B. In the future, this won't be a novelty. It will be the norm. The next great American sound might come from an artist who grew up listening to their grandmother's Bollywood classics, their dad's 90s hip-hop, and the latest hyperpop trends on their feed. It'll be a sound that's impossible to categorize, but is undeniably American. And what about our visual culture? Film and television will reflect this new reality. We'll see stories that aren't just about the immigrant experience as a separate category, but stories where diverse backgrounds are simply the given fabric of life. The hero of a blockbuster sci-fi epic might be a young woman from a Nigerian-American family in Houston, and her heritage is just one part of her rich, compelling character. The family sitcom of the future might feature multiple languages spoken at the dinner table, with subtitles, not as an afterthought, but as a natural part of the viewing experience for everyone. The very concept of the American dream is also evolving. For generations, it was pictured as a house with a white picket fence. But for younger generations, facing economic and environmental uncertainties, the dream is becoming more fluid. It might be the freedom of remote work, allowing someone to live in a vibrant, affordable community instead of a crowded, expensive city. It might be about building a strong local community, prioritizing relationships and shared experiences over material possessions. The future American dream might look less like a single-family home and more like a thriving co-living space, a community garden, or a successful online business run from a laptop on a train. Now, let's dive into technology's role in all of this. The metaverse, or whatever version of it comes to pass, will be a new frontier for cultural expression. Imagine attending a concert where you can be right on stage with your favorite artist, not as a passive viewer, but as an active participant, or visiting a virtual museum dedicated to the history of hip-hop, where you can walk through a recreation of a 1970s Bronx block party. These virtual spaces will become new third places, the digital equivalent of the coffee shops, parks, and community centers where culture has always been forged. It's where new slang will be born, where fashion trends will emerge overnight, and where people from different corners of the country and the world will connect over shared interests, creating new subcultures that defy geography. Someone in rural Kansas could be a leading figure in a global virtual fashion scene, collaborating with designers in Seoul and Lagos. But this digital future also brings challenges. How do we maintain genuine human connection when so much of our interaction is mediated by screens? There will likely be a powerful counter-movement, a craving for the tangible and the real. We might see a resurgence in crafts like pottery, woodworking, and knitting. Live, local events like farmers markets, small venue concerts, and community theater will become even more cherished. People will seek out experiences that are unique, authentic, and can't be replicated online. This push and pull between the digital and the analog will be a defining tension of future American culture. Let's talk about food. The American plate of the future is going to be incredibly exciting. The fusion we see now will go even deeper. Think Cormex tacos not just as a trend, but as a staple. Imagine chefs using traditional indigenous ingredients, which are seeing a powerful revitalization, combined with modern culinary techniques. Sustainability will also be a huge driver. Lab-grown meat, plant-based, everything. And vertical farming will change not just what we eat, but our entire relationship with food. Eating sustainably and locally won't be a niche lifestyle choice. It'll be mainstream, driven by both environmental necessity and a desire for fresher, more flavorful food. The future might be less about giant supermarkets and more about a network of local farms, community gardens, and specialized food producers. Of course, not everything about the future is rosy. Cultural shifts always come with friction. We're already seeing intense debates around identity, tradition, and what it means to be American. These culture wars are a symptom of a nation in transition. The future will depend on our ability to navigate these conversations, to find common ground without erasing our differences. It will require a new level of cultural literacy and empathy, an ability to see the world from perspectives vastly different from our own. So, what is the ultimate vision for American culture? It's not one single image, but a kaleidoscope. It's a culture of and not or. It's hip-hop and country. It's digital and analog. It's deeply individualistic and intensely community-oriented. It's a culture that's constantly remixing its past to create a new, vibrant, and unpredictable future. The America of 2075 will sound, taste, and feel different than it does today. But that spirit of reinvention, of absorbing influences from all over the world and making them something new, that is the core of American culture. And that's not going anywhere. The future is a blend, a beautiful, chaotic, and endlessly creative mix. And it's already beginning. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think the future of American culture will look like? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the future, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.